I dare you to walk into your purpose. My name is Yasmin Duncan, and I'm the CEO and founder for the Sisterhood Society for Women of Color. Walking into your purpose doesn't merely include getting business cards and a website. Absolutely not. Walking into your purpose is truly about the journey within. It's about learning to identify what are the bags that you carry, and then putting those bags down and being free from those burdens. That's what the journey within is. Oftentimes when it comes to the women I coach, I hear a myriad of reasons of why they haven't gotten started. Work is crazy. It's the kids, it's family, it's school. I'm trying to balance it all. It's a lot. I'm sure it is. Or it's, I don't know. I'm a private person. I don't really like people in my business, but I do want to get started on this passion project. I feel really insecure and self-conscious about putting myself out there. I don't really feel confident about putting myself out there. What would my content be? The list goes on and on and on. And the reality is all of the things that I just mentioned are tied to something. They're tied to possibly childhood trauma, former relationships and or friendships of things that were said or things that happen. That's the reality. What's important is you identify these things. So one, you can get started on the thing that you're passionate about and or your purpose, as well as so you can sustain when you get there, when you get to the point of finally walking and doing what you've always wanted to do. That's what's important. So how do you get started on the journey within? It's taking time to be quiet and be still. And again, identifying the bags, identifying the root causes of where these things come from. My challenge for you is to take time to evaluate, when did I first feel a lack of confidence with specifically A or B? When did this insecurity for me start? And begin to have deep dives and reflections, even speak with people who may be involved so you can get your healing. Because at the end of the day, you have to get started. There's people that you were made and born to impact. Just to give you a quick testimony, in starting the Sisterhood Society for Women of Color, I will have to tell you the truth. It was birthed in a painful place. I just went through my first major surgery that had many complications. I was left with impaired vision and did not have the ability to read. I also had to relearn how to walk. So it was a scary place nonetheless. All of the women in my life that are very close to me, what I like to say, my tribe, came to be a support and present for me in the hospital. During that time, they shared a lot of personal stories and items from their life, both professionally as well as in their deeply private lives. And it had me say, something is here. Like, I think it's time to pursue that purpose of empowering women. Now, empowering women, girl, you can't read. Girl, you can't walk. Like, how is this happening? You're in pain. I can't even tell you how much medication I was on. I had every reason in the world not to get started, every distraction, which was the physical pain, to focus on, to not really do my inner work and begin to heal on the things that were still broken inside of me. I had every excuse and reason in the world that I can come up with as to why I shouldn't make the time to evaluate my attitudes, my mindset, my behaviors, so that I can be my best self for the women that I'm going to impact. And I always wanted to impact whoever these women I am to meet in my purpose. But no, it was time to get started. During my time on disability, recovering, recuperating, rehabilitating, and everything else, I took that time to have a deep dive on my mindsets, my attitudes, and again, my behaviors, and to really look at Where do these things come from? What is my hesitation with stepping into my purpose, with putting myself out there? Where do these things come from? And as I began to process, my confidence grew because I discovered more of who I am, of whose I am. That's a whole nother conversation. And even more so, I was clearer on what my purpose was and how I can impact people, what my strengths were. Because I had clarity of mind and thought, my confidence grew. And because I took the time to process all of these items that I just went over with you, wow, I was strengthened in my mind. I had tools. I had content now. For those of you who feel like, I don't really want to tell my business, I'm here to tell you, your content is your business. Say it again. Your content is your business. And in sharing my journey, my testimony, just giving you a snippet, I hope that this encourages you to step out and do what you were born to do, what you've always been passionate about, but have been hesitant to do. It starts with the journey within. Please make sure to check us out on sisterhoodsocietywoc.org. You can also find us on Instagram at HeySis_society.